Extraction shooters are the new hotness in the FPS world. They come in all shapes and sizes, and I will admit that I've been bitten by the bug. Is there a section of players and thus the market that is looking for something that hasn't quite been legally made yet? Who's trying to fill that gap, and will they be successful? Let's dive in and talk it out. The big daddy of extraction shooters is and likely will stay Tarkov. The problem with it is also what makes it great though. Unless you have a ton of time to dump in, you'll be spinning your wheels and not making any real progress for quite a while. Map knowledge is king, and unless you put in the time offline to learn, you will likely get clapped early and often in raids. I did. I thought I knew better and would just learn as I go because playing offline wouldn't give you the knowledge of the PvP hotspots on the map. Boy, was I wrong. So I went back and tried playing the offline maps to learn. The problem is, it's boring. There's no progression, no loot you can upgrade, nothing. Most of the time you're just wandering around without any scavs to make it spicy. It is Groundhog Day with the same gear every time you load a map. I was bored quickly and eventually gave up that endeavor. Now there are mods out there that can make Tarkov a single-player experience, but Battlestate Games has been clear that this breaks the terms of service agreement and you will get banned if they catch you. So that cash you paid for whatever version of the game is now out of the window. Not interested in that. So I've not tasted the forbidden fruit, but it always intrigued me. Progression in Quest without getting clapped by extraction campers and people with thousands of hours in? I'd be in. This brings me to the niche that I think Vostok would fit nicely into. At this stage in my life, I don't really want to sweat every time I sit down to play a game. I have kids and a job and simply don't have the time or interest in putting in that much time in a single game. I just want to relax and play a game either solo or with some friends to get some laughs and unwind. Now don't get me wrong, I love playing games and making this content, but even if I did make this a full-time occupation at some point, I enjoy variety. According to the dev for Vostok, he has no intention of making this a PvP experience. This will be a single-player only game. Honestly, I'm fine with that. I see posts constantly about hackers on nearly every multiplayer game out there. Making this single-player eliminates that. Unless you want to hack a single-player game, but I guess you do you. This also makes this a buy once and you can play it forever game. In the age of live service multiplayer games that try to bilk you out of every single penny they can squeeze, I appreciate this and it's refreshing. I would be able to play this 20 years from now without needing servers to be online to get into a game. Something else the developer has confirmed is modding support. As someone who recently got into Arma 3 for the first time, yes, I know I'm late to the party, there's no way a game like that would be as popular this far into its lifespan without the modding community. Letting the community create and have fun with your game is a must going forward for studios in my opinion. Yes, I've been mostly interested in smaller non-AAA studio games, but the big names in the industry have given me little reason to keep coming back. The intended gameplay loop will be high risk, high reward depending on location. I could just bag some easy AI in the safer zones and stock up on supplies for one of my shelters that serve as save points, or if I was so inclined, move into Vostok and risk permadeath and the loss of my save file if I die. It's all your call. It isn't up to someone that knows the spawns like the back of their hand. While I've painted a rosy picture for those of you that like me are interested in that type of game, there are significant challenges for this project and it is too early to tell if it will be able to deliver on a single player Tarkov experience. There is only one dev. While I am impressed by what he's done and even more impressed that he has had to port this over from one engine to another, progress will likely be slow. What is available now is a vertical slice of the game, and as such, I'm not going to do a review type video on it. It's just a taste of the direction the game is going in. I was surprised though how much I enjoyed a tech demo. Yeah, the AI is janky and the loot pool is limited. The trader has no tasks and the gameplay loop is not complete. I did end up having fun though. Once I got the feel of the game, I enjoyed the basic looting mechanics and filling up my stash in the attic for a rainy day. Moving around maps felt smooth and performance was solid. The guns available felt decent and the choices of attachment were serviceable for what the game currently is. That is what led me to make this video. I just enjoyed the game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you interested in a single player extraction game? Is PvP a must for you in games? I look forward to the conversation and I'll see you next time.
Hey.